seniors from the St. Mary's hockey team. First off, number 1, Michael Fett. With his parents, Kristen and Graham, from Farmington Hills, Michigan. His favorite memory from St. Mary's hockey was beating Brighton. His plans after graduation are college. Number 7, Marina Seaman. With his parents, Nicole and Mark, from Commerce Township. His favorite St. Mary's hockey memory is celebrating with the boys after a win. His plans after graduation are to get paid. Reese Williams, your captain, number 8. With his parents, Heath and Dee, from West Bloomfield, Michigan. His favorite memory from St. Mary's hockey is beating De La Salle in the semifinals. His plans after graduation are college. Yaku Kirkham, number 14. From Krakow, Poland. Lynette Cretu and Luka Pivak will be escorting him tonight. His favorite memory from St. Mary's hockey is winning states after we do it. And his plans after graduation are to go and play juniors. Number 16, Captain Hunter Morris. With his parents, Richard and Mandy Morris, from Orchard Lake, Michigan. His favorite St. Mary's hockey memory is scoring a game-winning goal. And his plans after graduation are to attend the university and study dentistry. Matthew Waring, number 18, with his parents James and Lori, from Farmington Hills, Michigan. His favorite St. Mary's hockey memory is every goal and every win. His plans after graduation are currently undecided, juniors or college. Luke Rice, number 22. From Rochester, Michigan, with his parents Brian and Joe Rice. His favorite St. Mary's hockey memory is eating candy in the locker room before the 3rd overtime of the state semifinals. His plans after graduation are to play lacrosse at Detroit Mercy. Jenner Lieb, number 27, with his parents Dory and Larry, from Farmington Hills, Michigan. His favorite St. Mary's hockey memory is the Cleveland trip junior year, and his plans after graduation is to major in business. Blaise Cervelli, number 31, with his parents Dwayne and Alina, from West Bloomfield, Michigan. His favorite St. Mary's hockey memory is getting 2 assists in 1 game and Coach Joe. His plans after graduation are junior hockey. Thank you, seniors, for all your hard work these last 4 years. You will be missed.
service. Excited about that.
defense, number 9, Duncan Burdock.
Welcome to the campus of Orchard Lake St. Mary's and a special night around here. It is senior night and a matchup between a couple of teams that are always among the very best in Michigan. It's Cranbrook and Orchard Lake St. Mary's on a Saturday night from the campus of Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Evan Stockton joined alongside a special guest tonight. It's Andy Alvey, who was a member of the first ever St. Mary's hockey team in '96. Andy, thank you for making a little time for us today. The question I've got for you is all these St. Mary's Eaglets are preparing to play in senior night tonight, already honored the seniors before the game. What goes through your mind when you have a night like this here, senior night?
Yeah, they were definitely going to want to have a big night here. They're going to want to show up, and you know, it's a good night here with all the families in the auditorium with the honoring the seniors that are coming up here on their last game, and they just want to play hard, give it a good showing, and let's go out with a bang.
St. Mary's in the home whites. They actually wore black during the senior night ceremonies and pictures. I guess they wanted the black jersey for the picture and white for the game. Cranbrook will be in the blue. The navy blue with the white, familiar look for Cranbrook, who's having a bit of a down year, but we are expecting a tight one tonight. Let's hit a break for the national anthem. Come on back and get your puck drop. St. Mary's and Cranbrook on a Saturday night. We're fired out.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Every day is sweet when we're serving you Blizzard treats. Like M&M's, cookie dough, Reese's, and new Oreo fudge brownie. All made with our world-famous vanilla soft serve. Thanks for being our fans for all these years. And here's to many more. DQ, happy tastes good.
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy, forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com.
Really awesome scene when we rocked into the rink tonight. It is senior night here at Orchard Lake St. Mary's. In case you weren't sure, the balloons will let you know. And it was really cool, Andy, when we were walking in, right? You see all these posters of all the guys on St. Mary's celebrating senior night. Their parents made it for them, detailing not just hockey, but all the sports they played as a little kid. And this is a moment that a lot of these guys, right, even at just 17, 18 years old, you've been looking forward to this day for a long time, and you just don't want to lose on senior night. That's a motivated bunch down there.
Yeah, it's a great presentation in the lobby there, and these kids are going to remember it for a long time. I can tell you at the age I'm at now, nothing but the best friends are the ones that I met here at St. Mary's, and they're definitely going to be going through that for the next couple of moments here. Whatever they're facing next, it's going to be exciting, and they're going to remember it for a long time.
About time to drop the puck. St. Mary's back to work here at their outstanding ice rink and athletic complex here with Dombrowski Fieldhouse next door. St. Mary's, the last couple of times we saw them, was on this ice losing to CC and Brother Ice in a bunch of close games. off a win against Port Huron Northern last night. Tapping the netminder, the senior Michael Fett, who is a busy man and will keep on being a busy man as they make a run for the playoffs. And that is Gunnar Dudler, another senior, and a really great netminder for Cranbrook. The man has multiple games with 40 saves this season, including last night against Trenton. Puck is dropped, off we go from St. Mary's on senior night. Eaglets off to a hot start. In front, it's Brennan Morgan who almost scored. The smallest man in the ice, Andy, who I know you were really looking forward to watching.
Right off the hop. This is the guy I was here to see. I just watched a couple of his games, and if he's not your favorite, you know, how can he not? And right there you go. First play of the game, he's already got something going.
Brennan Morgan, I swear, every St. Mary's broadcast we've done this year, he's scored. So he must know we're in the venue and we're at the building, because already he's got a shot on goal and we're not even 10 seconds in. I love it. This puck is loose at the blue line, and St. Mary's sends it to the far side of the ice where Duncan Murdoch can chip it ahead for Cranbrook. And right off the hop, a trip on St. Mary's. Looked a little bit inadvertent, but it counts all the same. Cranbrook's got a power play 30 seconds in. They will send Diesel Carrera, number 4, into the box. The freshman blue liner sits, and right away, Andy, Cranbrook, a team that has not played as well as they'd like to this year, this always helps on the road. How about a power play in the first minute of the game?
Yep, this is their chance right now. They were buzzing around in warm-ups, and they couldn't ask for anything. A way to get off to a good start, and they're going to have to turn into something right away.
Michael Horton, their leading scorer, back to the blue line. And that shot from the left point is still loose. Fett let it wobble around a little bit. Chirapatsikul from the left point took the shot, and Fett had a tough time corralling this. So another face-off coming. The junior Michael Horton takes it for Cranbrook, who is a young team, and Horton's coming back. He of 31 points this season. Conti, shots. Blockered aside by Fett. Couple of good early looks for Cranbrook. They'll try again. Conti, slapper off the post. Follow-up goes wide right.
Nice shot.
Oh my goodness. And not just a nice shot, Andy, but a couple of golden looks right out of the chute for Cranbrook. Good passing on the power play. Conti turned it over. This is Seaman. Short-handed shot. Save Dudler. He wanted to keep that play going, but the officials halt action about 37 seconds into the power play.
That's a good job on Seaman to step up and take matters into his own hands and make sure he stopped them from coming back up ice again with a second chance.
Now there's that quality wrist shot. Got pretty close to the net. Dudler got a good look at it, though. Off the draw, a knuckleballing puck goes wide left. Cranbrook's got it again, breaking out on the power play. Already a couple of shots on this man advantage, including a point shot from Conti that hit the post. Into the offensive zone they come, a sloppy entry feed, and this puck is out to neutral ice again. Wobbling puck, Eaglets find it, trying to feed it back to Seaman far side. Puck got tipped, Cranbrook on the break, 3-on-2. Entering left side, now a slot feed. Look at the moves, shot. Blocked, save, Fett again. Cranbrook has had a couple of really good looks on this power play.
Fett looks good in that right there. He's nice and poised, right in position, and didn't have to do much. And confident as always.
That's some good stick maneuvering by Alex Scarcella, the senior. And Fett made the save eventually. Off the draw, Cranbrook holding the offensive zone again. St. Mary's with a good back check takes it away. Still got to kill off about half a minute more on this power play. Cradling on his backhand, Hunter Morris, one of those seniors, pitched it on further deep. Cranbrook winning the shot battle in this game. One last rush on the power play. St. Mary's finds it and clears. That'll kill off the rest of the man advantage here. Dudler out of his net. Sends it along the boards. Held in left point by Dom Pierre for St. Mary's.
Ended up with,
Go ahead, Andy.
they ended up with 4 shots on the power play.
and not just 4 shots, right? You had that one off the post, a couple of good looks. They weren't just shots, they were quality shots for Cranbrook. Icing here on the Cranes. So Cranbrook's record entering tonight, 6-18, but it's one of those deals where when you dive into the numbers, you realize this Cranbrook team is not as bad as their record. Over half of their losses this year, 10 out of the 18, by 2 goals or less, Andy. This is a Cranbrook team that's basically been in every game this year, aside from a couple of exceptions. They just can't win those close games this year. It's what's killing them.
Yep, no, and this is where they're going to have to step up too, because St. Mary's has a couple of threats that are definitely going to come out tonight. It's just a matter of time before they get their chances. So Cranbrook's just got to, there we go.
Down low look and a follow-up score for St. Mary's. It's just the second of the season for Julian Johnston, right on the doorstep. And the Eaglets flying early.
Attaboy, right place, right time. Good things happen.
The old cliche, put pucks on net, make something happen. St. Mary's just did. Initial shot, saved away, but the follow was there. Jakob Kirkab, the senior, will get the primary. Put it on net. Johnston right on the doorstep. And Andy, you know as well as I do, those are the goals you dream about when you wake up on a game day. Just give me a yawning puck right in front. I can tap it in.
Yep, the ones that are already on your stick.
Jacob Hughes, shot, save Dudler. It's back to Hughes. He shoots again, and it got blocked on its way to the net. You want a goal like Chubbs Peterson once said. Just tap it in, you know? Give it a little tap.
Send it back to his home.
Yep. Cranbrook's got it with Chirapatsakul. Defenseman backhands it to Thomas Keimel. Right back to Chirapatsakul. It's not a hockey game until you get someone with 4 syllables. Pass in front, tipped wide left. Julian Johnston, the goal scorer. That's just his second of the year. He's all over the ice. Pass in front, tip back to him. Brennan Morgan for Johnston.
Hughes is calling for it.
This is not a power play, but it looks like it for St. Mary's. Extended time in the O-zone. Morgan pitches it along the wall to Dugan Cretu. Johnston with puck support. Pass in front, tipped wide right. Still St. Mary's possession in the offensive zone. Morgan spinning away. Brennan Morgan in front, save Dudler.
You can't help but to think something's about to happen when 65's got it.
Carrera in front, looking for Morgan on the back door. This is a long shift. Cranbrook does get it out to neutral ice, and St. Mary's is going to change the forwards. The defense will step ahead and help him out. Luke Rice, the drop-off pass. Right back to him in front, and he scores!
What a goal. Attaboy.
It is all St. Mary's on senior night, and it's fitting that a senior got one. Number 22, Luke Rice. And look at the big hug from Dugan Cretu 11 after Rice scores. Look at that. That's awesome. Right now, St. Mary's taking it to Cranbrook. A 2-0 lead, not even 5 minutes in. St. Mary's back into the offensive zone with Carrera. The defenseman passing in front. Oh my goodness! It's Kyle Kavik and a 3-0 lead.
They're doing nothing but hanging points on the board already. Good effort. Good effort to be there at the right time.
I mean, the passing right now, Andy, for St. Mary's is just beautiful to watch. This was a tidal wave early in the hockey game.
Looks good to me. They're coming on strong. Cranbrook is they're in for it.
So Rice just scored his 3rd of the year. Kavik just scored his 10th. Kyle's more known as a distributor. He leads St. Mary's in assists this season. But you give him a little room in the slot, and the man's going to take advantage. So now, Andy, put yourselves in the shoes of Cranbrook. You never want to be down 3-0 in a hockey game.
No, but they did look good. They look good in warm-ups. They were buzzing. There's no reason why they can't get back into it.
Well, and I guess if you're going to give up 3 goals, you may as well give up 3 goals in the first 5 minutes because now you got the whole game to catch up.
Yeah, we got a lot of hockey to play. They didn't look bad at all. And important to keep your chin up. And they're going to keep coming, so we're going to have to step up and try to swing things the other way.
And remember as well, Cranbrook had a power play in the first couple of minutes of the game, and they hit a post on that power play. Had some really good looks early on. That is an offside play. Kavik was into the zone early.
Seaman didn't like that one.
St. Mary's will switch the forwards here. Brendan Kelly, the senior, taking the face-off. Pushed it forward. Chance coming again. Oh, my goodness! Another one for St. Mary's. Going to the backhand and into the back of the net. What an unreal start to the hockey game. That one for Alex Connon.
They're making it look easy now.
Right off the draw, Connon tipped it ahead. Forehand, backhand, and in. Poor Gunnar Dudler could do nothing with that one.
Timeout, Cranbrook.
Cranbrook just called the timeout. John LaFontaine, their head coach, has brought the boys to the bench. I mean, if this was a professional game, Andy, this is one of those deals where even though I wouldn't necessarily say any of these goals are Gunnar Dudler's fault, you got to do something to wake your team up and get them out of this early game rut here.
Yeah, I mean, the shots are only 7-4. St. Mary's is going to keep coming, and there's no reason why we can't just try to come the other way with it.
If you're Cranbrook's coaching staff, what are you telling the team here?
You got to keep your head up. There's no reason to get down. Like you said, it's early in the game. We got plenty of hockey to go. One thing can lead to another. All you got to do is get the next goal. And the simplest things to say are often the best because it's true.
I think the thing that all those Cranbrook guys have got to be fighting as well, right? It's been a tough season. You're 6-18. You've lost so many close games. You just lost 3-1 to Trenton last night. Trenton, one of those programs that has such a great history here in Michigan. And now all of a sudden, you're not even 6 minutes into the game and you're down 4-0. You can't blame the guys if they're thinking in the back of their head, oh boy, here we go again.
That's right, but you can't let it get in the kitchen. We got plenty of ice to go and plenty of time to go. And these kids look good. They look like they're ready. They don't look like they're hanging their head yet. And it's only 4. Just taking a step at a time.
So St. Mary's has goals from Connon, Kavik, Johnston, and Rice. And they all came in about a 3.5-minute span. There's a scoring tidal wave, and then there's whatever St. Mary's just did.
Tsunami?
Sure. We could go with that. Is there anything worse than a tsunami?
No.
We don't live near water. Well, we do live in water here in Michigan, but lakes, not oceans.
There's nothing worse than that in the first period, at least.
Charlie Dompierre for St. Mary's kickstart of the breakout. That puck is still not vacated the zone. Good effort by Cranbrook to keep it in. They're going to change the forward pair behind the play. Puck out to center and flopped on deep. Hank Callison got it deep for Cranbrook. Out to center it comes again. Connon after it. Dudler out of the net to swipe it up the near boards. Cranbrook dumps it deep. Just looking for a little bit of enthusiasm here. Feed to the slot, nobody was home. Johnston cross ice feed. Kirkab coming ahead. Fell down as he tried to find Jack Moran. Moran got it back to the blue line. Pass in front, knocked away. Lee Jenner at that left point now for St. Mary's. In front, just missed Moran, trying to streak toward that net. Cranbrook out to center. Jenner with a nice little forecheck to tap it away. In case you're just joining us, yeah, that scorebug is right. It is 4-0 St. Mary's. Cranbrook had a power play in the first 2 minutes. They hit the post. And St. Mary's ever since has put the pedal to the metal. That foot is firmly on the accelerator. Back into the offensive zone. Passing in front. Missing Moran. It's a long shift. Moran is still on the ice. Jack Moran taken off the play by Duncan Murdoch, who whips it on ahead. Rento Sejo shoots a fet. First time we've had to say his name in a while. Good rush into the offensive zone. This is Reese Williams passing in front. Morgan was stopped by Dudler. Another feed to the near side of the ice. Shot goes high and wide from Rice.
Almost at the concession stand with that one.
Trying to go top left corner. Could not get that little crack over the right shoulder of Dudler. Morgan shoots. Tips wide. Almost scored again. Good forecheck for St. Mary's. Passing in front, it just goes wide left. Luke Rice almost had his second of the first. Williams' shot goes wide. David Schmidt gets it out to safety. Cranbrook has got to change. That's a bunch of tired bodies. And Andy, do you think what's happening right now in this game, are you seeing the fact that Cranbrook played a tight game, competitive game? Are you seeing any residual effects from last night into the night here early?
I don't know. Do they look tired to you? I think they don't look tired to me. You know, it's tough because St. Mary's is buzzing. Orchard Lake is on a roll. They got threats, and eventually these things are going to happen because Orchard Lake looks good right now.
Off the faceoff in St. Mary's defensive zone, the Eaglets win the faceoff. Breakout pass ahead. Now walking into the offensive zone. Kavik peels it back, feeds the blue line. A shot got blocked. Mitchell Reve let it go. Kavik for Reve. Head up, finding Matthew Waring. Dumped deep. Cranbrook got it on the breakout. Finding space. Out to center ice. Sent on back deep. St. Mary's record 14-9-1. Played a lot of great teams throughout the year. This is their second game against Cranbrook. Beat them earlier this year. A couple of games against Brother Rice. A couple of games against Catholic Central. Flint Powers, Heartland, Brighton. St. Mary's has played a really tough schedule, Andy, and they're hoping that it's all going to pay off when they start the playoffs coming here very shortly.
Yeah, they look pretty well oiled right now, but if you're Cranbrook, they just put a hit on this guy right in front of us here, and if they're going to get back into it, that's definitely the way to start.
Marino Seaman skates back and grabs it for St. Mary's. Long strides for the senior into the offensive zone. Absorbs a bump. Kept on going. Cranbrook took it away with Scarcella. His pass got intercepted. And St. Mary's sent it deep. Chirapatsakul was taken off the play. Dompierre, left point shot, tipped wide. Morris stepping away from a check. That puck ping-ponged its way back to him. Out to center it comes. Cranbrook looking for a break. It's speed for Michael Horton, who was taken off the play by Goff. Well done by Cannon Goff, whose sister, Andy, actually goes to Cranbrook. So this is a bit of a rivalry game. 2-on-1 break the other way. Oh, left side feed just missed Connor. In front, Dudler swept it aside. It's back to the blue line. Room for the Eaglet. Shot deflects wide left. Thrown back in front. And St. Mary's has to get it back at the neutral zone with 5.5 to go in the first. Duncan Murdoch took a big hit from Lieb Jenner. Got the puck back somehow. It's an excellent shift for Murdoch. And an arm is up. Cranbrook is about to go to their second power play of the night. Well, Andy, if Cranbrook's going to get back in this hockey game, as we already saw, they've got some good looks on the power play in the first couple of minutes. Going back to it here with just about 5 minutes to go in the first.
Yep, you got to start putting people in the penalty box. Start putting people on the ice. Start getting some hits out there. And we can start it off right now. Get a chip away. That was as good a time as any to get some chances.
They will throw Goldstein out of the circle and bring in Callison, who wins the faceoff for Cranbrook. They had 4 shots on their first power play tonight, including a shot that hit the post.
5-16.
Jirapatsikul back for it for Cranbrook. Skating left, now peeling back right. Errant pass on the breakout. That is a loose puck that Cranbrook finds in the neutral zone. Couple of bodies colliding for St. Mary's. This, Andy, is a much better start to the kill than earlier.
Yeah, that's good. You just don't want, we're going to take exception if you start hitting the kid out there.
And another penalty on St. Mary's. That's going to go on Carrera, his second penalty already tonight. Comes right here. Goldstein lost his stick for Cranbrook. And now an elongated 5-on-3, a minute 15 on the 5-on-3. Cranbrook's going to get one back. This is about as good a shot as you'll get. St. Mary's clears.
St. Mary's penalty, number 4, Diesel Carrera, 2 minutes for slash.
Dudler stops it
4:31.
and leaves it for Conti, who hit the post earlier tonight. Shot left side into the mesh. Clock frozen on the 5-on-3. Andy, on a 5-on-3, do you like quick shots on a zone entry like that, or are you trying to set up more on a power play look?
Yeah, they got time. I mean, you want to hang on to the puck, see if you can do something with it, but at the same time, something's got to happen. So either way, if you can throw them on the net, something can happen. But you do want to make sure that you're in control.
After the St. Mary's clear, there's about 40 seconds remaining on this 5-on-3 power play for the Cranes. Here's Horton, their leading goal scorer. Finding Conti. One more pass in front, a good goal net streak, but they just missed him. Still time on the 5-on-3. Horton in front, save Fett.
There you go.
Back to the blue line, Conti. Walking right, shooting,
There it
save
is.
made, rebound, score.
All right, here we go.
Rento Sejo on the doorstep. And Cranbrook needed that in the worst way.
That's right, they're back on the board, or on the board for the first time. What was this? Right on the doorstep, wide open, right place at the right time. 1 on the board, 3 away. We're there.
Well, it's simple math, right? 5-on-3, you're not going to be able to cover everybody on the ice. There is still a power play here for Cranbrook because they scored on the 5-on-3. 45 seconds to go on a 5-on-4 power play now. And it's not going to count anymore. A big hit and a penalty on Thomas Keimel.
Assist to Joseph Conti and Michael Horton at 3:30.
So you can wipe away the power play. High hit. Kirkcab went crashing to the ice. And now we will play 4-on-4 hockey for 43 seconds, and then St. Mary's will go to the power play, an abbreviated one. St. Mary's wins this faceoff with room in the slot. Shot got blocked. Back to Dampierre.
Number 4, Thomas Kimmel, 2 minutes.
On open ice for 30 more seconds here on a 4-on-4. Pass got tipped, taken away by Waring. Matthew Waring threw it in front. Jirapatsikul was there. Up the boards. Further along that wall and out to center it comes. Cranbrook is about to enter penalty killing mode in 3 seconds. St. Mary's will peel back, get the extra body on the ice, and go to a power play for 1:15. At the red line, Dampierre sweeps it right. St. Mary's will fire it on Dudler. He makes a shoulder save. St. Mary's looking for its 5th goal of the first period. Their first power play of the night. And they'll have to recycle in neutral ice. Matthew Waring. Offside play. This is almost a interesting thing to watch, Andy, for St. Mary's. They've managed to score 4 goals even strength tonight. First time we get a look at them on the power play. And Cranbrook doing a good job killing it off. This is a nice pass ahead. Scarcella shoots, went wide. Half a minute to go on the St. Mary's power play. They're entering the zone, right side. Taken away by Cranbrook. And flopped on down the ice. Nice job by Scarcella. One last rush on the power play. Pass got tipped, bobbling puck. Knocked down by Pivic. Pass back to the blue line, held in there by Morris. Then he lost the puck. Sejo, the goal scorer for Cranbrook, flops it down the ice, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey coming up on a minute to go. Kirkab. St. Mary's rips it on Dudler. That was almost an offside play. It is still. Seaman's got to exit the zone. Ooh, big hit far side of the ice. Pivic's got it for St. Mary's. Pass missed all of its intended targets. This is going to end up being an icing. Andy, you kept talking about how early in the game, St. Mary's with the big lead, but a lot of time for Cranbrook. How have you seen Cranbrook settle in here the last few minutes after, obviously, the start that they did not want tonight?
Yeah, it was a start they didn't want, but they look a lot more comfortable now. They look like they're settled in, like you said. And they got to stay strong on the puck and just take it one step at a time here. And maybe we can turn things around, get another one on the board, and then before you know it, we got a whole second half of the game to play.
Now, that's the thing. If you're going to give up 4 goals, you may as well give them up in the first 7 or 8 minutes. You basically got the whole rest of the game to go. Final couple seconds of the first. Scarcella enters the zone, shoots it wide left. 8 seconds to go in the first. St. Mary's will peel back with Pivic. And that will conclude a strong 17 minutes of hockey to start the game on senior night for St. Mary's. Connon, Kavik, Johnston, and Rice all scored in the first for the team in red and white. Won last night, dropped a couple of tough ones last week at home against CC and Brother Rice. Tonight, strong start. Cranbrook got a goal on a 5-on-3 power play after St. Mary's scored 4 times to start the game. They're rolling on a Saturday night after 1 period of hockey.
Every day is sweet when we're serving you Blizzard treats. Like M&M's, cookie dough, Reese's, and new Oreo fudge brownie. All made with our world-famous vanilla soft serve. Thanks for being our fans for all these years. And here's to many more. DQ, happy tastes good.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. We all know that our wives and daughters deserve special attention, but that's especially true when it comes to their knees. Do you know that females are at a 2 to 5 times risk compared to their male counterparts when it comes to blowing out their knees? It doesn't seem fair, but it's true. The reasons include the way females are made and the way they fire their muscles. But fortunately, there are injury prevention programs out there that can greatly decrease this risk of injury. And if you do know a female who blows out her ACL, don't despair. We have neat, innovative, minimally invasive ways to fix their knees and get them back onto the field. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
Is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We were responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic students can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stand should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game. We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while maintaining a high level of respect for all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy, forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Welcome back to the SMAC. Orchard Lake St. Mary's in the lead at the end of one period, 4-1 over Cranbrook on senior night. The seniors getting nice, and we'll get the scoring here momentarily. We want to thank our sponsors. Let's start with Siemens Services. Painting specialist, commercial, residential, industrial. They do it all. Interior, exterior services, maintenance, special coatings, sealed coatings. They got it all. SiemensServices.com. 248-563-5399. Downey's Potato Chips, making kettle chips by hand in small batches since 1984. And they're a very proud family-owned company operating right here down the road in Waterford, Michigan. El Camino Restaurant, a Kego Harbor favorite, and they specialize in locally sourced fresh Mexican street food located at 2807 Orchard Lake Road in Kego Harbor. Visit them today. In fact, visit them after the ball game. Certified Gracie's Jitsu. Gracie's Jitsu martial arts training located at 2965 Orchard Lake Road in Kego Harbor. Certified instructors who have undergone extensive training directly under the Gracie family to ensure that you are provided with the best possible learning environment on your path to Jitsu mastery. Call the school today and get started on your 10-day free trial, 248-657-0121. Elvis the Cat Action Photography, specializing in local and touring artists, sports, special events. Visit their site for a quote today. They do great work. They're here tonight. ElvisTheCatPhotography.com. Detail Express Automotive Appearance Center, a professional detailing company located at 1751 South Telegraph in beautiful Bloomfield Hills. With over 25 years of national and international experience, they provide the utmost quality and superior attention to detail that your vehicle deserves. Give them a call today, 248-683-8885. Go visit Dairy Queen down the street, get a dilly bar. In fact, when I walked in here moments ago, they gave me a nice dilly bar. It took me back to my childhood. Oh, dilly bar, get it all. The Kegel Harbor Dairy Queen, get a Blizzard, turn it upside down, shake it around. Dairy Queen, go get them. It's springtime, they're opening, and they're down the street. United Restoration Disaster Services. For a free damage and claim assessment, call them today, 877-772-8737. Mansour Homes, real estate professionals. Give them a call, real professionals. They're powered by Keller Williams, 248-444-5700. Al at mansourhomes.com. 4-1, Orchard Lake St. Mary's over Cranbrook. At the end of the first period, Evan and Andy are back with the second period and the breakdown of the first right after this on senior night. We're the Prep. Thanks for watching.
Every day is sweet when we're serving you Blizzard treats. Like M&M's, cookie dough, Reese's, and new Oreo fudge brownie. All made with our world-famous vanilla soft serve. Thanks for being our fans for all these years. And here's to many more. DQ, happy tastes good.
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy. Forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
Well, if you like exciting starts to a hockey game, that's exactly what you got here tonight. St. Mary's and Cranbrook combining for 5 goals in the first period. You know, Cranbrook on the power play in the first couple of minutes of the game had a bunch of good looks, including hitting a post right there. Joseph Conti rang the bar, and then after that, St. Mary's got to work. 4 goals in about 3 minutes of real-time action. Julian Johnston, Luke Rice, Kyle Kavik, and Alex Connon all among the goal scorers. Johnston was on the doorstep. Then you got a feed in front and a goal for Luke Rice. You love it when the senior scores on senior night. They just kept adding on. Pass in front, Kyle Kavik made it a 3-0 hockey game, and then Alex Connon, forehand, backhand, in the back of the net. It was 4-0 St. Mary's And then Cranbrook later on in the period would get one. They got on a 5-on-3 power play, and Rento Seijo would score. Cranbrook really settled in nicely after St. Mary's was just a deluge of action early on in the first. There's a goal for Cranbrook to make it a 4-1 hockey game. So, as both teams are back in the ice and we approach the start of the second period, Andy Alvey, what I ask you is, if you're St. Mary's, how are you feeling about not just the way the first period went early, but how the rest of that first period went after all those early goals?
It looks good. You don't want to think twice about them coming back. They still think they're on top of things. They're cool as can be out there. They're looking smooth. They're almost, you don't want to take your foot off the gas pedal, although you're feeling pretty confident. Cranbrook still, they got one in there at the end, and there's no reason why they can't get another one right now.
Yeah, you kept talking about how good Cranbrook looked early in the first, and obviously things changed for them. But this is a team that is accustomed to playing close games. Over half their losses this year by 2 goals or less. And it does seem like a team, Andy, that, look, if you're going to give up all those goals, you may as well give them up early and then start crawling back in the hockey game. That's what it feels like we've got here.
Yeah, it looks like St. Mary's clearly has the edge, but at least Cranbrook's not hanging their head. They're still in there.
Crash in the net. Caleb Goldstein kind of threw his palms up to the sky as that play was whistled dead early. St. Mary's will bring the men off the ice, including 22, Luke Rice. Goldstein stays on to take the face-off for Cranbrook. Sends it back to the blue line. Point shot, tipped on its way there. Fett steered it wide. Around the boards it goes. Seaman's got it for St. Mary's. Marino Seaman could not waggle his way by the defense. Seaman's got it on the backhand. Passing to the left side of the ice. Tipped wide right. Out to center ice it comes.
That was a good job by the little one, Conti, to stick on him and eventually end up breaking up that play.
And number 8, Joseph Conti, freshman for Cranbrook. It's going to be an icing. The thing that makes Cranbrook feel better, Andy, about their opportunities to play some better hockey into the future, they're not losing a ton of guys off this team. Your leading scorer, Michael Horton, is back next year. Conti, 17 points, is just a freshman. This year, not how Cranbrook would like it to be, but we're seeing signs tonight of how things will be better in the future.
Yeah, this guy's good. Efforts from these little guys like that are infectious, and you'll love to see it. I don't know how you can't love it, and he's got to be, spreading the love around. These guys can do well right next to him.
St. Mary's enters the zone. Puck sticked aside. Morris has got it in the corner. Terapatsikul hits him hard and takes that puck away in the corner. Keimel got it up the boards. Rolling softly into St. Mary's defensive zone where Connon grabs it. His breakout pass missed Morris, and that is another icing. They'll move the face-off to Fett's left in the offensive zone. Both teams using the opportunity to change. Remember, in high school hockey, you can change after an icing. Obviously different than college and pro, when part of the problem of getting an icing is your guy's got to stay on the ice. Humman took the face-off for Cranbrook and lost it. Jacob Hughes, really good-looking freshman defenseman for St. Mary's, passed it ahead. Got tipped and whipped on back deep by Seijo, the goal scorer for Cranbrook tonight. Number 16 coming off on a change as that puck is loose near side of the ice. Popped up the boards and kept in by Cranbrook. Shot on Fett. Saved away the wrist shot from David Schmidt.
Saw it all the way. Didn't even have to think twice. He could probably do it in his sleep.
Michael Fett this season has saved 25 or more shots in 8 games this year. Last week against Catholic Central, he saved 40 shots. And you just got to look at the bench, and Brian Cloneau, the head coach for St. Mary's, he admitted to us, Andy, early in the year, we're kind of going to ride Michael until the wheels fall off. Michael Bett will be ready to go because the playoffs are starting now.
He can handle it. if I'm in a white jersey right now, I'm comfortable he's in net. He just looks confident to me, and he looks like he's in control the whole way.
Shot there rolls over his outstretched glove. Carrera pitched it back. Number 4 for St. Mary's already has 2 penalties tonight. This is a turnover and a dangerous play. Man taken down, and St. Mary's once again a penalty. Big Stephen Brown got into the O-zone for Cranbrook, and they're going back to the power play.
4-1, and Morgan's still going to make sure nobody gets a break on him. And 20 didn't like that one and hung on to him on the way down. Well, they're taking 65?
Yeah, they're taking Brennan Morgan. The smallest man in the ice took down maybe the biggest man on the ice. You gotta love the way Brennan Morgan plays hockey.
Yeah, it was a good effort, though. He was just looking to stop the breakaway.
Shot here for Cranbrook to get a little closer. St. Mary's has it right off the faceoff. Hunter Morris on the kill. Brendan Kelly joins him up front in this kill for St. Mary's. Cranbrook's only goal tonight came in a 5-on-3. Horton takes it away for Cranbrook, and then Kelly came back to take it away. Kelly still got that puck, tried to feed it back to the blue line. Found by Reese Williams. St. Mary's on the kill has not allowed Cranbrook to touch the puck yet. Williams shot, save Dudler. They just killed off the first 38 seconds of the power play. Cranbrook never touched the puck. That's remarkable.
They're looking good, and they're feeling good, and you can tell that they're going to keep this up. These guys are good. They're in their zone. It's going to take a lot to take them out of it.
Right now, that Cranbrook bench is trying to find solutions. John LaFontaine, their head coach, one of the respected high school hockey coaches in Michigan. St. Mary's possessing the puck again. Mitchell Reve is able to pitch it on deep. Rimmed around the boards. St. Mary's sends it back along those boards. Cranbrook just trying to find a way to possess the puck on this power play. St. Mary's shot tipped into the mesh. Reve's wrister got tipped out of play, but they'll take that, Andy. This has been a remarkable penalty kill. Cranbrook has possessed the puck for about 10 total seconds on the first minute and 6 seconds of the power play. All right, let's see if Cranbrook can get a little rush here going on a power play. This is their leading scorer, Michael Horton, with some space to operate. He enters with a lot of speed. He shoots, and Fett makes the save. The first chance of the power play for Cranbrook, and Horton nearly made it happen.
He turned on the afterburners, and it's a good thing he made something happen, but ultimately Orchard Lake was right there and put him down, made him pay for it. But nonetheless, a great effort.
Michael Horton walking through that defense. Nearly had his 14th goal of the season. Cranbrook wins the faceoff. Chirapatsacool shot goes wide left. Horton after it. In front, Fettel frees it. Murdoch was whacking at that puck in front, and St. Mary's wasn't having it. You know, sometimes this happens on a power play. You just have nothing going, and then all of a sudden, late in the power play, you find a way to get some chances. That's what's happening here for Cranbrook. Horton takes it and wins it. Conti fakes. Sajo's got it for Cranbrook. Got it back to Horton. Still time on the power play. His pass got tipped, stayed in the rink. Right point shot, save made, rebound loose, they're whacking away, and Fett's got it down there somewhere. Some physical play. Murdoch with a little forearm shiver and a right shoulder shove as he tries to untangle himself from bodies.
And the only one in the crease. He's got 3 white jerseys on him. Doing everything he can to slam it in there. Ooh, anything he can.
Poor Reese Williams.
First chance, second chance, third chance. Good job by Fett.
After the first minute and 10 seconds or so of the power play, not much happened. A bunch happened, and Murdoch ends up getting a penalty after all of that. I don't know. He was the one getting shoved down there as well.
Yeah, he was outnumbered severely, but you know what? You still got to keep her hands down, I guess.
All right, so a little bit of 4-on-4 time here, and then John LaFontaine's team is going to have to kill off a St. Mary's power play. They actually have not scored on the power play tonight. All of their goals came even strength. Here they go, power play for St. Mary's for 1:40.
There's some wheels.
Into the offensive zone, pass missing, a streaking Seaman toward the net. Back in front. Kelly missed it, Cranbrook clears.
If that pass was on the tape, they may have been goal number 5.
Still a bunch of time to go in the St. Mary's power play. They enter the zone with speed. Williams, pass! Just missed Seaman. Back to the blue line and Morris. Passing left. Got it back to him. Shot off the right side of the post. Cranbrook clears. 2-on-1, break shorthanded. Shot goes wide left. A little bit of St. Mary's body contact. Had that go wide left.
Yeah, Goldstein wide open on the right.
Horton elected to take it himself, Andy, and he missed him. 45 seconds to go in the St. Mary's power play. Chirapotsakul fishes it away. Sajo's on his right. He keeps it himself and shoots. Fett keeps the play going. Kavik with the puck for St. Mary's as Cranbrook 4 checks away. Coming ahead, opportunity. Backhander is in. Oh, poor Gunnar Dudler. Tough break, and it rolls by him. That's the second of the night for Alex Connon.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate one for Cranbrook, but they turned some. They were good to keep this one on side here, actually, with a good pass to make sure that whistle wasn't blown. And that just got by him. Nothing you can do about that. Shake it off. No point in dwelling on it. Get back out there.
First power play goal of the night for St. Mary's, and they got a 4-goal lead again. Alex Connon now with 10 goals in the season. Give him double-digit goals. Back into the offensive zone goes St. Mary's. Julian Johnston has already scored tonight. He's passing to the right point for a shot that sticked aside and into the protective mesh by Dudler.
Well, it's not the break that Cranbrook needed, but they already had their work cut out for him. So Orchard Lake's probably just more comfortable than ever before at the moment.
Fresh off a win last night, hoping to make it back-to-back wins before that playoff run begins. Remember last year, St. Mary's made the semis for the first time in a decade. First time they'd been in Division III in a long time. St. Mary's beat Cranbrook in the playoffs last year. St. Mary's lost to Midland Dow in the state semis last season.
Is that Conti breaking up another play?
Yeah, it is. You know, watching this game, Andy, you've got, for Cranbrook, Joseph Conti, number 8, and for St. Mary's, number 65, Brendan Morgan, the two smallest guys in the ice, but every time they're on the ice, it just feels like they're in the thick of things, you know?
Yeah, they're always making something happen. They're the favorite, too. They're always playing hockey the right way, too. They got the effort turned up. There's always an opportunity on their stick. And everybody around them, you can't help but love it.
Connon just scored for St. Mary's. And got the puck in the O-zone, hoping to add on. Great 2 for Morgan. Pass in front, they just added on.
There you go.
The second of the night. Luke Rice on senior night. He's having a night. The passing sublime for St. Mary's to give him 6.
Well, they make it look easy, but he found the lone man in front, not a single blue jersey around him. You can't really leave him all alone like that, either one of them. Got the passes nice and clean, and the shots right there.
Luke Rice, when he woke up this morning, had 2 goals this season. He has 2 in this game tonight. He's got the puck again. On senior night, he's having one of his best games of the season. Back behind the net. Cranbrook fishes it free. Once again, Andy, this period feels a lot like the first. St. Mary's, after stretches of even hockey, just gets goals in bunches, and Cranbrook is just facing knockout punch after knockout punch in this game.
Yeah, it seems like it's accelerating, and it's not the good kind either, because those are probably goals you want back. Those aren't ones that they think that they earned, probably. But nonetheless.
Dom Pierre for St. Mary's strides back to get the puck. Charlie, a junior who had 2 goals last night against Port Huron Northern. 1 point in the 12 games before last night when he scored twice. A productive night, to say the least, for Charlie yesterday. You know, as I sit here, Andy, and watch this game tonight, we've covered a lot of St. Mary's hockey this year. I think of the teams that they've played. They've played Heartland. They've played Flint Powers Catholic. They've played Cranbrook twice. They've played Brother Rice twice. They played Catholic Central twice. They played Heartland. All these teams that are expected to compete among the state championship powers this year. And a game like tonight, I know Cranbrook's record's not where they want it, but this is still a hockey team that plays a lot of tight competitive games. That pass across the ice was tipped wide left. This feels like the type of game that St. Mary's, all the tough competition they've played this year, is just helping out tonight. Yeah, you can tell. They're used to playing at a higher compete level, and it's exactly what they needed for if hockey's going to continue here over the next couple of weeks. That's the plan. Shot saved by Dudler. You know, that gives us a chance, Andy, to tell the folks and remind them that you were on the first ever hockey team here. I was. St. Mary's, 96. Did this building exist yet? No, the building wasn't here. This was a parking lot, right, Chad? Yeah. Yeah, this was a parking lot. Yeah, we had to drive over to DSC our first practice. Year 1, freshman year, we didn't have a team. Sophomore year, we had a team. And that was the first year. And I think everybody made the team that year. Was that a good or a bad thing? Oh, that was good. That was fine. Waring smacks it on ahead. No icing. I don't know how many angry there. I don't know how many stories I'm allowed to tell, though. It's a family show, so figure out which ones are appropriate for a child and then tell them. No, Shot goes high. It was a great time. It was a long time ago, and it's amazing to see what's happened now. I mean, we come here nowadays, and this is incredible. Yeah, as an alum, do you ever come back and go, why didn't this exist when I was here? What the hell? Yeah, you do feel a little jealous after a while, but you understand how it goes. It's because of alums like you paying money to make sure the next generations of Orchard Lake St. Mary's have things better than they found it. Yeah, this is incredible. If you talk to your friends and you find out that your old school's got an ice rink, you know, that conversation gets around. And we were all proud of it, actually. Everybody was rooting for it. It was a good thing. Tonight, it's tough not to root for the way St. Mary's is playing hockey. A 6-1 lead. They're coming ahead again. This play is going to be stopped for an offside play. Waring took a shot on net, and that never makes you happy if you're a Cranbrook fan. Oh, did he shoot it after the whistle? He did, yeah. You never like free shots in your netminder. No, especially not at 6-1. Yeah. As we get a look at that St. Mary's bench, told you earlier that for their senior night photos, they actually wore the black sweaters, and now they've switched to the white. Off the top of my head, in the St. Mary's games we've covered this year, they have worn black, they have worn white, they have worn camo, they have worn red, they have worn pink, and I think I'm forgetting something else. They've worn a lot of jerseys. Keeping the print shop busy. Yeah, clearly. Yeah, that's the happiest people as they watch St. Mary's hockey. Yeah. It looks good. Puts on a show, and it's a good thing they got the skill level to back it up. It's fun to watch. Nice jerseys are always good to have. Andy is a former hockey player yourself. Are they hockey jerseys or hockey sweaters? I don't know. Jerseys? They're sweaters. Well, it depends how old they are. It's like it's not a hat, it's a toque. You are currently wearing a toque.
That I'm not aware of.
Really?
But I will say, no, I didn't know about toque.
It's what the Canadians say, yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if you know this, but there's a lot of Canadians who play hockey.
There is. I think sweater has to be old. I think sweater has to be old.
Okay, all right. So if you're of a certain age, it's sweater.
No, not the person. Not the person.
Okay.
The jersey itself.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
If we got an old jersey itself,
Right.
I think we can call it a sweater.
So how old of a Red Wing does it have to be a sweater? We talking is a 9? Like if you have a Fedorov Red Wings, is that a sweater or a jersey?
Sweaters.
Okay.
Those ones are sweaters.
All right.
Those are if we're talking about the Red Wings heyday, you put some respect on it and call it a sweater.
Red Wings are playing well right now. Winning streak. Back in action tonight out in Seattle against the Kraken. 10:30 puck drop. Just in case you did not watch enough hockey today, watching St. Mary's Cranbrook, you can go home, probably at home watching this, you can just flip on to the Red Wings game tonight.
Yeah, don't tune out. Yeah, we got a couple more goals on the sticks at Orchard Lake, I'm sure.
And the pregame coverage hasn't started for them yet anyway, so there's nothing to watch. Point shot for Hughes, tipped in front. That puck is still loose. Johnston tracks it down for St. Mary's. Somebody lost his stick. Backhander got blocked. St. Mary's still has it. Passing back in front. Tip to the blue line. Shot tips its way wide left. Johnston got a big hit in the corner. That's Charlie Gonzalez, who got it out to center. Sometimes the internet lies to you. I hope it didn't lie to me here. Apparently, Charlie Gonzalez is a member of the sailing team at Cranbrook. Yes, they have a sailing team. When do they practice? Most of the year, the weather is, not conducive to sailing here in Michigan. I'm just saying.
We're not in sailing season right now, I'm assuming.
Well, it was nice and warm outside today. The sun was out. We take that.
That's right.
Do they practice on the rowing machine in the weight room? I don't know.
They have to. I don't have the answer to these questions, Ev.
Andy, that's why we pay the hypothetical big bucks, so you can answer these tough questions.
You're carrying me today. That's how that's going.
St. Mary's again, a shot and a save. Rebound off the side of the net. Dugan Kretu wanted his first of the night. Connon and Rice have a couple for St. Mary's. Rice, the senior, has scored twice on his senior night. Brennan Morgan swing and a miss. Puck goes behind the net. Dompierre keeps it in left side of the ice, Andy.
There's a kid in the thick of it again.
Brennan Morgan just finds a way to not absorb big blows, even as one of the smallest men in the ice. I'd have to imagine that's a skill as a small guy in any sport. Learn how to not take the big hits,
Yep, under, around, any way you can. And I wonder if he's concerned about, he probably gets a lot of talk about it too. I'm sure he's everybody's favorite. So at some point he's got to block some stuff out. But anyway, there's a lot of high praise, and I hope it gets back to him.
Back into the defensive zone for St. Mary's. Scored 2 more times in the second period. Pass left side, save Dudler. St. Mary's has still got the puck. Kelly lost it out to neutral ice. Race for the puck. Horton after it for Cranbrook. He couldn't get there, but he is an impressive skater. St. Mary's coming ahead again. In front, Dudler made the save. Pivot driving the net, and he nearly slammed home another one.
Well, they're still hustling at 6-1.
This one coming right into the living room. Pivot crashed in the net, and Dudler had to hang tough in there. I mean, when you're a goalie like Gunnar Dudler in a game like this, 6-1, tip your cap to him for hanging in there, even with the score being what it is, and guys keep on coming. He just made another save. St. Mary's possessing in the offensive zone once again. Dompierre scores! Check it. That was Luka Pivic, number 25 from the left point. His first of the night.
That's a nice little wrister from the corner there, or from the top side of the blue line. He had that one all under control.
That is a seen Irish shot.
Nice shot. Couple of bodies in the front, still found a way to get through. That's a goal scorer's goal.
And this right here is about as impressive as we've seen St. Mary's this season. 4-1 after the first and 3 more in the second. All right, back to work. Trying to tack on another. Left point shot. Dudler made the save. Reese Williams let it go. You know, Gunnar Dudler has been a tested netminder all year. He's also a really good lacrosse player. He is all-state on defense. Tonight, poor Gunnar Dudler has been put in the crossfire.
He has.
Out to center it comes. Cranbrook gets it on deep and rims it around those boards. David Schmidt will hold it in. Back along the roulette wheel to Matthew Waring. This is the freshman Diesel Carrera, who has had a couple of penalties tonight. Played back in front, puck loose. Cranbrook finds it and shoots it high and wide. Stephen Brown shot it into the mesh. I've always thought, Andy, in games like this, where obviously St. Mary's has a healthy lead, this tests you as an athlete and a competitor just as much as a close game. It's easy when it's 2-1, but when it's 7-1, you really find out who wants to keep playing.
That's right. And we still getting some effort out of kids like Conti. We've seen him out there still digging in.
Kirkab shot wide.
Doesn't look like Orchard Lake's going to stop digging in, so it's time to turn it up for Cranbrook.
There's a broken stick back there. It is a Cranbrook player, so this is essentially a 5-on-4. Cranbrook clears it down the ice for an icing, but that will allow Thomas Keimel, the defenseman, to get a new stick. So typically in the pros, you have 3 sticks. So just in case you break one, you've got a backup to the backup. But I believe in high school, Andy, you're usually only going with 2 sticks. I don't know if Thomas brought a third. If he did only bring 2 tonight, well, he's in trouble if he breaks another one.
Yeah, we never had enough in the allowance for 3 sticks. And they were 25 Sherwoods back then.
Opportunity for Cranbrook, 2-on-1. Horton shoots, kick save, Fett. And Horton on a turnaround shot, kind of whiffed. Cranbrook still battling for possession in the O zone. Julian Johnston for St. Mary's gets it out to center. Andy, have you checked recently the price of a hockey stick? They're not cheap.
No, I have. We got into some beer league a couple of years ago. We managed to see the price of a stick recently. Yeah. Still only bought one, though.
Yeah.
Did you play?
I did. I only brought
CC.
2 sticks. I did, yes.
Yeah.
You know, you're usually not allowed to reveal on a St. Mary's broadcast that there's a CC guy working the game. You know, I try to keep that down low.
Oh.
I think times have passed enough, you know? I think.
Well, I don't know whose fault it is for inviting me, but I didn't know the rules, and I apologize.
20 seconds to go in the second period. St. Mary's has scored 3 times, and they got a stranglehold on this game in the second period. Still bodies colliding on the near side of the ice. That'll get a rise out of the bench. Dompierre passes. Chance. Rice for Morgan. Save at the buzzer by Dudler. Nearly made it 8-1.
Almost had a buzzer beater.
This time of year, when you hear buzzer beater, you're probably thinking hoops. Nearly had a buzzer beater here in hockey. Either way, St. Mary's scores 3 more times in the second.
With our 4 contestants, Mandy Morris.
Morgan was stopped by Dudler, who's still battling hard out there. What a night for St. Mary's, a 7-1 lead after 2 periods of well-played hockey.
Every day is sweet when we're serving you Blizzard treats. Like M&M's, cookie dough, Reese's, and new Oreo fudge brownie. All made with our world-famous vanilla soft serve. Thanks for being our fans for all these years. And here's to many more. DQ, happy tastes good.
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy, forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag G-Brand USA. G-Brand USA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Welcome back to the Smack. St. Mary's by 6 over the Cranes of Cranbrook, 7-1. We want to thank our friends at Siemens, in business for more than 20 years. Siemens Services are painting specialists for commercial, residential, and industrial locations. Their talented painters pay close attention to detail in every exterior and interior project, from wall coverings, stainings, varnishings, power washings, caulking, ceilings, epoxy floor coverings, specialty coatings, drywall repair, parking lot stripping, and maintenance contracts. With first-class equipment, a talented team, Siemens Services can provide customers with exceptional quality, value, and service. Contact them today, 248-563-5399, or you can email Mark directly at mark@siemensservices.com. I want to thank our friends at Detail Express Automotive Service Center, a professional detailing company located at 1751 South Telegraph in Bluefield Hills with over 25 years of national and international experience. They provide the utmost quality and superior attention to detail that your vehicle deserves. Give them a call today, 248-683-8885. Downey's Potato Chips, making kettle chips by hand in small batches since 1984. Proud to be family-owned, family-operated, and made right here in Waterford, Michigan. El Camino Restaurant, a Kego Harbor favorite. They specialize in locally sourced, fresh Mexican street food. And they're located down the road right from the smack here at 2807 Orchard Lake Road at Kego Harbor. Visit them today. In fact, visit them right after the game. Gracie's Jiu-Jitsu. Gracie's Jiu-Jitsu certified. Gracie's Jiu-Jitsu martial arts training school located at 2965 Orchard Lake Road at Kego Harbor, Michigan. Certified instructors that have undergone extensive training directly under the Gracie family to ensure that you are provided with the best possible learning environment on your path to Jitsu mastery. Call our school today and get started on your 10-day trial, 248-657-0121. Elvis the Cat Action Photography, specializing in local and touring artists, sports, and special events. Visit the site today for a quote, elvisthecatphotography.com. Thanks again to the great folks at Dairy Queen, providing dilly bars as you enter the smack tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't grabbed one, go grab one. It's delightful, it's refreshing, it's delicious. Thank you to our friends, the Williams, and the owners of the Dairy Queen down the street in Kego Harbor. United Restoration Disaster Services. For a free damage and claim assessment, call them today. United Restoration, call them at 877-772-8737. Mansour Homes, real estate professionals. Contact Al Mansour, an Orchard Lake St. Mary's grad himself. Class of 1997. I think he and Andy were in the same class, yeah? Yeah, okay, good. I thought so. Powered by Keller Williams, 248-444-5700. Al at MansourHomes.com. Want to welcome our new friends. Looking to hire, you should look no further than the Headhunters. Are you hiring manager or a business owner looking to hire professional, high-quality employees? Call Bill Wineski, class of 1993 at St. Mary's, and call the Headhunter team, 248-343-6027. The Headhunters specialize in placing hard-to-find C-level executives, accounting and finance folks, engineers, supply chain, human resources, and operation leadership. They're easy to work with. They recruit the talent that your company needs to thrive with. The Headhunters also offer a guarantee that their candidates will stick with your company. Call Bill today, 248-343-6027. We welcome our new sponsors, the Headhunters. 7-1, Orchard Lake St. Mary's over Cranbrook in the Cranes. Third period coming up. Evan and Andy standing by. They're back with a third right after this.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Did you know that kids are not little adults when it comes to sports injuries? That's because of something called the growth plate. Growth plates exist all over the human body in our growing athletes. They're actually little cartilage discs that exist at the end of all the long bones. It's simply where a kid grows. The problem is that the growth plate can be the weak link. What might be a sprain, a strain, or a tear in an adult when they hurt themselves can actually be a growth plate fracture in a kid. So it's important, if your kid has hurt themselves and they're not using their arm or they're not able to put weight on a leg, come see one of us, get an x-ray, and make sure it's not a growth plate fracture. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Every day is sweet when we're serving you Blizzard treats. Like M&M's, cookie dough, Reese's, and new Oreo fudge brownie. All made with our world-famous vanilla soft serve. Thanks for being our fans for all these years. And here's to many more. DQ, happy tastes good.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic students can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stand should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game. We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while maintaining a high level of respect for all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
All right, this is Adam, take two. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
A lot of highlights for St. Mary's so far tonight, including 3 more goals in the second period. That is Michael Horton trying to make things happen for Cranbrook. But St. Mary's has just had it coming from all angles tonight. Alex Connon has scored twice. Johnston once, Rice twice, Pivick once, Kavik once. Gorgeous passing to Luke Rice for his second goal tonight. The senior has doubled his goal output on the season in one night. And it's just kept coming, Andy, from all angles. St. Mary's hockey fans are loving watching what they're seeing for their team as they prepare for what hopefully is a long playoff run starting here soon.
Last game of the regular season, you couldn't ask to end it any other way. 7-1. They're rocking and rolling, and hopefully they stay on this same page here coming up for the next step of hockey here in the playoffs.
We'll get one more break and come on back to get you the start of the third. St. Mary's and Cranbrook on a Saturday night. Hockey Night in Michigan.
Every day is sweet when we're serving you Blizzard treats. Like M&M's, cookie dough, Reese's, and new Oreo fudge brownie. All made with our world-famous vanilla soft serve. Thanks for being our fans for all these years. And here's to many more. DQ, happy tastes good.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
Off to start the third period at Orchard Lake St. Mary's. The Eaglets have had a balanced attack. Couple of goals from Conant, couple of goals from Rice. Johnston, Pivick, and Kavik have also added to the totals. Tonight we start the third period. St. Mary's up 7-1. Icing right off the shoot on Cranbrook.
Well, we did just learn about the new mercy rule. Is that right, Evan?
8 goals, yes.
So we're 1 away here. We don't want the night to end.
2 goals. The one team's got to be up by 8 goals.
Oh, got to be up by 8.
Yes.
Not the first one, too.
Well, can you imagine if that was the rule? What if it was a crazy game and 8-6 and all of a sudden the game's over? That'd be no fun.
It's interesting.
Cranbrook doesn't want to get there. They want to keep playing hockey the rest of the night. Rento Sejo, the goal scorer, entered the zone. Right point shot on Fett, and he made a kick save. This puck pops its way out to center. Sejo, right side of the ice, absorbed a hit, but got it further along. Tonight, honestly, is not indicative of Cranbrook's season. Yeah, they've lost more than they've won this year, but over half their losses by 2 goals or less. This is just kind of an anomaly the way tonight is gone. Looking for a few highlights here in the third period. St. Mary's will come ahead. This is Matthew Waring with room. He shoots, and Dudler's got it in between those pads. Man, the thing, Andy, that has impressed me tonight watching St. Mary's, we've seen competitive hockey from them all year, but tonight, the skating and the long strides and the time to operate. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, they got a couple wheels out there, and they're a good skating team day in and day out.
Hervé took a big hit from Stephen Brown, number 20 for Cranbrook, every time he's on that ice with that big frame making it happen. In front, shot went wide. Good look on Fett.
He paid for that one.
Took a big pop, but got the shot on net. St. Mary's back into the O zone. Pass missed Waring, but they keep it alive. Pivick. Now a pass in front, missing its intended target. And Cranbrook gets it out to neutral ice. Gabe Hummin with a lot of room. His shot got tipped wide. Pivick played it back to Mitchell Rivet. When we started calling St. Mary's games back right before Thanksgiving, Brian Claneau and the coaching staff loved what they had in this junior defenseman, Mitchell Rivet. Excellent skater for a big defenseman.
Yeah, he's a tough player with some wheels, too.
This is Charlie Dompierre for Cannon Goff. All the way on Dudler, and he's got to freeze it. A couple of minutes into the third. Gunnar Dudler, the senior, playing one of his final hockey games for Cranbrook. His athletic career at Cranbrook is not done. He's an all-stater in lacrosse on defense. Believe it or not, spring sports season is coming around here.
Yeah, we got a couple lacrosse players, a couple baseball players, and a couple golfers on the roster.
Well, Andy, as you know, the baseball program around here, pretty good. They won a national championship last year.
I have heard. Our very own Chad calling those games, doing a great job. We showed up to a couple of them. And, boy, that's fun to see those guys, huh?
That is an excellent baseball team they've had around here. Of course, Brock Porter, the great pitcher, now a member of the Texas Rangers organization. Going to be in their minor league system this year. Back to the right point for a shot. It's loose on Fett. They finally got it. All night down there, Duncan Murdoch has just been a pest for Cranbrook. So Fett had it the whole time, but Murdoch was kind of whacking at his shins, and that's not going to make St. Mary's happy. Conti holds the zone left side for Cranbrook. Charlie Dompierre. Pass in between a couple of St. Mary's skates. Eaglets find it in neutral ice and send it on deep. Rocking the home whites. And looking good tonight in a 7-1 lead. This is Brendan Kelly. Sandwiched by a couple of Cranbrook Cranes, and it's back out to neutral ice. Cannon Goff around the boards. Loose puck. Horton's got it. He shoots. Fett save. I almost think Michael Fett maybe appreciates a couple of shots on him, Andy. Ooh,
yeah.
Almost another one coming here in between the skates of Murdoch.
I'm sure he doesn't mind the extra business.
At times tonight, St. Mary's has dominated puck possession. They're coming ahead again into the offensive zone. This is Hunter Morris cradling on his forehand. Got it up the near boards. Eaglets are changing behind the play. To the near side of the ice, and Jacob Hughes. Good-looking freshman shoots. Studler made the save. St. Mary's still possessing with Jack Moran. Pushed it to open ice. Johnston waiting. Tapped it back. Shot blocked. Cranbrook flops it down the ice, and they're going to change. This will not be an icing. Hughes up the boards. Kirkcap taps it deep. Slammed up the boards. And out to center. Race for the puck. Cranbrook wins it. Good effort by Nolan Washington, number 14. First season on the varsity hockey team for Nolan.
Oop.
Chirapatsikul sent it deep. This is a delayed offside on Cranbrook. They had to exit the zone. Kirkcap again. Up the boards to Rice. 2 goals tonight for Luke Rice. Couldn't step through Chirapatsikul. That's good defense from Cranbrook. And then Rice took it away. And then Chirapatsikul tipped it away.
Yeah, I'm watching Chirapatsikul and Goldstein, and these guys look like they're still putting out the effort there. 7-1. You want to look at who's skating still.
It's about the longest we've gone without a goal to start a period. St. Mary's scored 4 goals in the first 5 minutes of the first period. Cranbrook got their only goal on a 5-on-3 in the first period. St. Mary's scored 3 more times in the second. Here's Rice. He wants the hat trick. Into the offensive zone. Trying to maneuver in front. Morgan's got it for St. Mary's now. Back to the left side of the blue line. Williams shoots.
There it is.
And he scores.
Walked it right in on his string.
That is a wicked wrister from Reese. And an 8-1 lead.
He made that one look easy. He did have a lot of time, but he still found a small section in the upper corner. Nice shot.
5th goal of the year. Reese leads all blue liners for St. Mary's with 15 goals this season. Snapped it by Dudler.
St. Mary's goal number 8, Reese Williams. Assist.
Can't ask for much more on your senior night to be playing the way that St. Mary's has done it. On their way to their 15th win of the season. And Andy, this is quite the confidence boost as you prepare for the playoffs and all the landmines that are about to come here over the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, well, if you got some competition coming up at the same time, you don't want to start thinking that they're all going to come this easy.
Right.
Because I think this is probably going to stop coming up here soon.
Everyone's trying to get to USA Hockey Arena the weekend of the 9th, 10th, 11th. It's still CompuWare to me, but I guess it's USA Hockey Arena now. In front, there he is. Brennan Morgan scores. Waiting for it all night. His 9th goal of the season, and there's your hockey game. St. Mary's on senior night, a 9-1 win.
All right, that's what we came for, the kid. Walk-off. A walk-off to 9-1 to end it.
You know, I swear that Brennan Morgan has scored in every single St. Mary's game that we've covered. He's got to pony up to make sure every game gets broadcast going forward.
This guy makes stuff happen. He's fun to watch. Couldn't ask for a better ending.
9-1 St. Mary's win. One final break, and we're back to wrap it all up. Pretty good win on senior night for the Eaglets. And we'll show you some highlights right after this.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
Every day is sweet when we're serving you Blizzard treats. Like M&M's, cookie dough, Reese's, and new Oreo fudge brownie. All made with our world-famous vanilla soft serve. Thanks for being our fans for all these years. And here's to many more. DQ, happy tastes good.
A lot of St. Mary's highlights that'll make you smile if you're an Eaglets fan out there tonight. A 9-1 win. And the scoring, quite frankly, came from all over the place. A couple of goals for the senior. Good to see Luke Rice score twice on his senior night. Pivick, Morgan, Johnston, Kavik, Reese Williams all scored. Williams and Morgan had the goals in the third that ended it. A couple of goals in the game as well for Alex Connon. There's a nice little forehand backhand and into the back of the net. Cranbrook would get one on a 5-on-3. Sejo scored at the time to make it 4-1, but after that, it was just all gorgeous play from St. Mary's. A team that we didn't even get a chance to talk about tonight. If there's been a problem with the St. Mary's hockey team this year, it's been the fact that they've had trouble scoring goals at times. Well, it wasn't a problem tonight. St. Mary's with the 9 goals and a 9-1 win. And Andy, as we were talking about, as these guys prepare for a playoff run, you have to think a win like this makes you feel good as you start to play all those important games here.
It's got to make you feel good, but we also got to make sure that we're staying on the right page here and not thinking that that's going to come easily next game. So don't celebrate too high on this high, but at the same time feel good about yourself and know that you got what it takes to whoever you face next to rise to the same level that they're at, compete-wise, and give them a run for their money. And we wish them nothing but the best. And good luck to them going forward.
Busy time for the prep. We have the PSL Basketball Championships tomorrow from Wayne State Fieldhouse. Women at 3, Unified at 1, men at 5. For tonight, we celebrate a St. Mary's hockey win. Andy Alvey making his color and commentary debut with us tonight. Andy, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Smile on his face.
Big round of applause for the prep. All you guys, way to wrap up the season. You guys are pros, and fantastic job. Can't wait to see what's next for the prep.
Spearheaded by our fearless leader behind the scenes, Alex Westfall. Evan Stockton saying so long, good night. We'll talk to you tomorrow from downtown Detroit. For now, we celebrate a St. Mary's 9-1 win. They're off to the playoffs with a lot of wind beneath their sails. Go have a great rest of your Saturday night.